How are you doing? Today we'll be checking out the 1.7 special program for ZZZ 0. Been expecting it for a while, but expectations are obviously Vivian and Vlad, with Vivian being obviously a main waifu in the game right now. So I definitely gotta get her. And the story seems to be kind of tensing up as well. I enjoyed the last patch story a lot. The interactions between Vlad and Lycon are very enjoyable for me, at least. And probably gonna be lots of dramatic stuff. And maybe we hear a bit about the future as well, because it teased it in the other developer program as well. But either way, before we get to that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's check out what they have for the current order. It's called Bury the Light Within. Does that mean virtual come? But that's not. This guy.
The fall of Mockingbird.
Rip Vlad.
A member of New Eridu's notorious Phantom Thieves syndicate, Mockingbird is actually from a Tops family. And Hartman of the Ravenlock family is suspected to have murdered him for personal gain. Mockingbird fans swarm New Eridu, and the Ravenlock family's reputation has taken a serious hit.
Rip Vlad.
All it takes is an insignificant deal for the villain to become a hero. This time, I win. My dear partner. Certainly you'll praise me, right?
Mr. Lycon! Mr. Lycon, the program is about to start!
My apologies, good sir. I was a bit distracted.
So you really do care.
Dear proxies, welcome to the ZZZ 0 special program. I'm New Eridu's best intel broker, Mr. Z. The conflict between Mockingbird and the big families has become a hot topic in New Eridu now. But Mr. Hugo is nowhere
Rip
to
Hugo.
be found. So in order to learn more about what all went down, I've invited the two who are closest to Mr. Hugo, Mr. Lycon and Miss Vivian. Come and say hello to the proxies.
Hello, Master Proxies. I shall do my very best to ensure your satisfaction with this program.
I'm Vivian. The moon is beautiful tonight, and it is my honor to share it with you all.
She sounds so different in the English version, to be honest. Like they're going for a whole different vibe of sorts.
Wow, you two really are the definition of elegance. Well, let's get straight to it. The ZZZ 0 version 1.7 special program starts now.
Some people live only to bring more suffering into this world. Sometimes
Murder is what brings justice back into this world. Heads represents lies, and tails, death. Yet the result has long been decided. Will
It's
you
Vlad's
walk in
way.
the light? Or choose a darker path? Now, let's stir the pot. Heads for flowers that bloom in the abyss. Tails for the dawn that sets the world alight. Let order and madness dance.
I've seen that black cat on 6th Street. That
We have the cat. Also, him not sounding like Lelouch is so strange with Vlad. I think he was before the guy talking the intro as well. I just didn't realize that it was Vlad's VA. He sounds so massively different. For me, he's definitely Lelouch in the Japanese version.
Monica on the outer
Oh.
ring you mentioned. I've heard it before too. It was me, following you. And now I've finally made it to your
Or
side.
stalker waifu.
Flames belong in the dirt.
The Giga drills with an umbrella.
Farewell, idiot.
Admit it, Hugo. You don't care about anyone else. The only thing you care about is your revenge. How is that any different from your father?
Exhilaration. Your cathartic release of rage, that outpour of hatred.
Lord Nathan. I'm sorry.
Vivian! No,
I don't want to bring you
it
misfortune.
can't end like this!
And so much hard to even digest whatever. But it looks wild.
So much information. Seems Mockingbird's fall is just
There's like so much. I mean, it makes it even harder because I cannot really say whose voice. I guess that doesn't help. I think typically when watching these trailers, you're like, oh, this is this character. But that obviously only works if you play it with the voiceover. Oh well.
the facade with plenty of mysteries behind it.
Indeed. The missing sacrifice core, the Exalta's secret scheme. All of this will be revealed in the new version.
As they share the same goal, the mayor will invite Phaethon and Mockingbird to cooperate on resolving the sacrifice crisis together.
You're gonna get to see the
In
mayor.
the main story this time, proxies will head deep into
Oh.
enemy
Damn. We're like Solid Snake infiltrating, and he's basically a budget revolver ocelot at this point. Look at him.
territory with Miss Vivian to gather intel.
Wow, a secret mission with Lord Phaethon. Just thinking about it makes me so happy.
It
the
seems the
romantic
mere
date.
mention of Phaethon has Miss Vivian completely lost in her own world.
I hear that in this mission, you'll also encounter several of Miss Vivian's old acquaintances.
Yes, people I've crossed paths with previously. With this reunion, it's naturally an emotional affair. I'll also tell Lord Phaethon more about my past and troubles in the new main story. You'll hear me out, won't you?
Could you indulge my urge to gossip and tell me, how exactly did you become a fan of Phaethon, Miss Vivian? I'm a fan of them too.
That's a secret between Lord Phaethon and I.
Probably gonna be for the
I
story.
won't tell anyone else.
Returning to the matter at hand, we'll be facing sacrifices in this mission, so it won't be without danger.
More
Thus, the mayor
sacrifice.
has asked another friend to
Oh,
lend
look at
her
that
aid.
walk.
Just one?
Do not doubt her strength, as
Wait,
she is a Void Hunter rank special investigator.
And she's a void hunter. So they introduced a person named Yishuan? Yeah, that was her name. Although, to be honest, she kind of looks like she looks like Anbi, basically. That's just Anbi with bigger boba. Anbi, is that you? So the expectation is that she's T0. Yeah, that's the expectation. She might be the only one on par with Miyabi. Based around the tank drop, I guess. Nah, I'd still just go for 4-star Anbi instead. 4-star Anbi is my true Anbi.
Looks
Only
like
the real
big
burger
guns are
Anbi.
being brought in. Though, I think there's another missing gentleman who everyone is itching to see again. You know who I'm talking about, right? Mr. Lycon?
Hugo.
I don't believe such a great phantom thief would fall so easily. Come on, tell us what he's up to.
He has to deal with some issues only he can resolve. As for the specifics,
Looks
my
like he was in
apologies,
some.
but I promised him I would.
That looks like some involuntary bondage session of sorts.
Not divulge anything.
You sure take your promises seriously, Mr. Lycon.
I will leave it up to you to discover the details for yourselves in the upcoming version, Master Proxies. I wish you good luck.
So, you actually do care for him quite a bit, don't you?
Then, whether it's Miss Vivian's past,
Oh,
Mr.
feed
Hugo's
pigs.
current situation, or the conclusion to the sacrifice crisis, Proxies can uncover the truth in version 1.7's newest main story.
Please stay tuned.
At the same time, we've also prepared more stories regarding Vivian and Hugo outside the game. These videos will be coming to official platforms soon, so keep it.
Definitely this. We gotta watch this one for sure. And this one is... I guess we can't watch all of them. But Vivian is waifu. She's our stalker waifu.
An eye out, Proxies.
Miss Vivian, as you're heading out on this mission with Master Proxy, I'm
The boss
certain you're
music.
prepared for combat.
Of course. I wouldn't offer to protect Lord Phaethon without sufficient combat prowess.
If that's the case, let's get straight into our agent intros. First up is Miss Vivian, an S-rank ether anomaly agent. In combat, Vivian uses her parasol and sword to attack enemies. After repeatedly attacking enemies, Vivian enters the noblewoman state, and by pressing basic attack again, Vivian will perform a forward thrust and restore flight feathers. After that skill, Vivian enters the fluttering frog state. With enough energy, Vivian can use her EX special attack to launch a powerful attack, dealing massive damage and
And that was the Giga Drill. Also, Hugo has the best boss theme, I think. That's like the best boss music. I'm always hyped whenever I fight him in any endgame mode.
recovering flight feathers. After the skill, entering the fluttering frog state.
Don't underestimate my parasol. Not only is it a perfect weapon against enemies on the battlefield, it also helps me maintain my balance.
Right. While in the fluttering frog state, Vivian attacks enemies from the air, consuming flight feathers and giving herself guard feathers.
Miss Vivian is elegant and fluid even on the battlefield.
Don't underestimate my sense of humor either.
Of course, when any squad mate hits an enemy with their EX special attack, Vivian consumes guard feathers and launches a feather bloom attack. This effect can activate when Vivian is off-field. When Vivian's feather bloom hits any enemy under an anomaly, it will result an extra instance of anomaly damage and inflict Vivian's prophecy. In that state, the enemy will take ether damage over time, and that damage can trigger an attribute anomaly. In addition, if there are other anomaly or ether characters in the squad, and a squad mate triggers an attribute anomaly, Vivian will consume guard feathers to launch feather bloom against the target. This will also increase the corruption damage and disorder damage from corruption for the whole team.
And it pretty much showed how kind of you put an on-field anomaly character, Astra, Yao, and Vivian, and then you have a good team. Then you have a good time.
Miss Vivian is, as expected, exceptional in combat and lives up to the Mockingbird name.
In combat, bring in Vivian first, unleash her EX special attack to accumulate flight feathers, then, with enough decibels, unleash her ultimate, and Vivian will perform a finisher in an area centered around the enemy, recovering a large amount of flight feathers. Then, attack the enemy in the fluttering frog state to gain guard feathers. You can now switch to another character and use an EX special attack with Vivian's feather bloom attacks as support from off-field, triggering the additional effect on enemies with attribute anomaly.
Lord Phaethon, please trust in me. I'll protect you.
Now it's time to introduce the other member of Mockingbird, the S-rank Ice Attack Agent, Hugo. As Hugo's once closest partner and now arch-nemesis, do you have any intel to share, Mr. Lycon?
He may look harmless, but don't underestimate him. His briefcase
Very.
is inconspicuous, yet it can transform into a deadly weapon in the blink
Can
of
you
an
stop
eye.
time though?
It's true. After Hugo uses certain attacks, he can throw his scythe to slash enemies and follow up with a ranged attack. The ranged attack can also be charged for a more powerful shot.
Well, as phantom thieves, we thrive on the element of surprise. Who would expect such an attack from a briefcase?
In addition, with enough energy, launch an EX special attack, and Hugo will twirl his scythe, then perform a powerful upwards attack, dealing
It's
massive
total lies.
He will use this sharp side to cut down and punish all evil.
That's right. When his AX special attack or ultimate...
Also, as expected, he's gonna be probably good with Lycan. I'm calling his best team is so gonna be Lycan and Lighter.
is the stunned enemy, they trigger Totalize, which increases Hugo's attack damage based on the remaining stun duration. After Totalize is triggered, that enemy immediately recovers from stun and accumulates a certain amount of days. In addition, if there are stun or support characters in the squad, Hugo's chain attack damage increases, and so does the buff from Totalize.
Oh wait, so he gets more the more stun carries. So actually 2 stunners might be kinda insane. You kind of miss the extension for the duration with that. So you immediately remove it for some massive damage that scales with more stunners. So having like 2 stunners actually kind of... So maybe actually there could even be a case made for Lycan and Trigger to get through the stun immediately, because he immediately does his Totalize and then he does massive damage. But then again, Lighter has insane buffs.
Now let's check out some combat footage. After entering combat, use another agent
Oh,
to
there's
stun
Lighter.
the enemy, then switch Hugo in to unleash his EX special attack
And he
and
Totalize.
activate Totalize. With enough decibels, launch an ultimate, and Hugo will throw his scythe to attack enemies, then catch it and perform a sweeping slash in a large area, which also triggers Totalize against the stunned enemies.
Though we've been apart for quite some time, I have to admit, Hugo is still a most reliable ally on the battlefield. Over the years, he has only honed his skills further.
Apart from the elegant Miss Vivian and handsome Mr. Hugo, isn't there another member of Mockingbird we should introduce to the proxies?
He seems very...
Please welcome our
He seems very much like a burst heavy sort of kind of character, like he comes in to do the totalized damage after you do the stuff with the stunners, and then he does. But I think the double stunner setup, they definitely go for this. I mean, I immediately had the idea after this. And there's Robin.
Phantom Thief Bamboo Robin.
Once S-Rank Bamboo Robin enters battle, you don't use a matching
Damn,
gun
he's a
to
gun.
throw random playing cards at enemies. There are 3 different kinds of cards, each with different effects. It's worth noting that when there is at least one Mockingbird agent in the
That's what
squad, Robin...
That's the important. At least one. So if you have Vivian or Vlad, you get him active, which is way better than the old restrictive Bamboo. Robin is way better than the new. The Bamboo is getting easier and easier to use with them. Robin is gonna be insane if you have either of them. I'm gonna get Robin 100%.
On-field agent's specialty to provide better and more tailored support.
A phantom on the battlefield providing support when needed. A very adept Bamboo, on par with Butler.
Apart from Robin, I think we also have another Bamboo waiting to meet everyone.
Right. That would be our version 1.7
Overtime
new
Boo.
A-rank Bamboo.
Wait, what?
Overtime Boo. After entering
He's on a
combat,
computer?
Overtime Boo starts working on the computer at his work desk. As his workload increases, Overtime Boo becomes red with rage, eventually pushing his work desk
He
forward,
smashes
charging at
the
enemies.
computer.
Master Proxy.
That's
if
a
you
funny
encounter
one.
Difficulties at work. Please avoid taking your anger out on other objects or people. We welcome you to try Victoria Housekeeping's relaxation services instead.
That kind of promotion is gonna cost you, Mr. Lycon. Let's get back on track. After seeing our new agents at
Oh,
Bamboo,
now we
you're
see the
probably super
rerun.
eager to see our signal search details, right?
I can't wait to see Lord Phaethon too.
Ta-da! Here comes our signal search.
Waifu.
In the first half of 1.7, proxies can obtain limited S-rank agent Vivian and S-rank W engine Flight of Fancy from the exclusive channel Soar
No.
into the Gentle Night
Now that's what a wife looks like.
and W engine channel Destinate Sonata.
Lord Phaethon truly means a lot to me, so I hope you'll treasure me too, Lord Phaethon.
In the second half, proxies can obtain limited S-rank agent Hugo and S-rank W engine Myriad Eclipse from the exclusive channel As Yesterday Dies and W engine channel Dazzling Choir.
Hugo is an amazing phantom thief of New Eridu. who truly shines bright. If you have the choice, I suggest you become his friend and not his foe.
In addition, version 1.7
And
will
Jane,
also have
we
reboots of
expected that
previous
based
agents.
around that Jane has been, I guess, in the Hollow Zero buffs. And also, I guess, to give you like an on-feeder to pull for with Vivian. I'm gonna be playing Jane with Vivian for sure. Rats rule.
And W engines. In the first half's
Who's gonna be the
channels,
second
you
one?
can
The
obtain S-rank agent Jane
because it's
Doe
second
and
one.
W engine sharpens
I'm actually
In the
not one.
second half, proxies have the chance to get
Actually,
S-rank
lighter.
agent lighter.
It's gonna be the dedicated support to play put with Hugo. Because Lycan lighter Hugo is gonna be the. It actually is. She's us in jail. We still have to look for the. I guess the announcement probably after that we gotta look what the 4-stars are gonna be. Because they have it in a separate announcement typically.
And W engine Blazing Laurel.
Indeed.
Along with Miss Vivian and Mr. Hugo, let's not forget our wonderful
Yeah,
Mocking.
there's Robin. Actually, I can just look it up right now to see who's gonna be the 4-stars. If are they already out? Because they typically have it like separate announcement or something, which is. I don't really see it anywhere. It's the unfortunate. Because I would definitely be curious to see who they're gonna put on. Hopefully nobody got. It's kind of, they always put it in a separate announcement and they should be out at the time. But maybe it got buried somewhere and. Oh, I have him. I have the 4-stars. Let's see, it's a picture made for ants, so I have to zoom a bit. Alright. With Vivian and Jane, we have Piper and Seth. I mean, I might need to build Piper anyway, so Piper is kind of good of a character if I get a maxed and with Hugo and Lyda will be Sokaku and Anton, which is kinda mid. Not gonna lie. I guess the first one is kinda not really that crazy either, because Seth is kinda not that great. Piper's mostly if you don't have an on feeder for a second one already, or don't have any on feeders at all. And I don't know what Anton is doing, and Sokaku is like the giga the giga budget option of sorts for Hugo. So both banners are kinda mid. And I guess it's kinda like, what would they? Because if it was Piper Lucy, it would be an insane banner for Vivian. But with Seth is kinda. He's not that good because he doesn't buff every character in the party. He's focused around singular, and all anomaly has turned into disorder as the main thing. So it's kinda. The mono anomaly character type deal has died pretty quickly with burners. And that's when Seth kind of fell off, because it's probably as rough if you don't even play a disorder team with anomaly these days.
Bang Boo Robin. In the new version,
I'm gonna
proxies can
pull
select
Robin.
and obtain Robin as the raid up Bang Boo in the Bang Boo channel.
With the Phantom Thieves here, let the show begin.
Meanwhile, the other A-rank Bang Boo overtime
Oh, that's
Boo
an
can
event.
be obtained for free via completing event missions. Don't miss out. Version 1.7 will, as usual,
pretty
feature champion
standard.
events. Proxies can claim 10 encrypted master tapes and 10 Boo Pods. Don't forget to log
Same
in.
in everyone.
There are also all new avatars in the new version. Take a look. In addition, proxies can
you can
unlock
go on a
Vivian,
date with
Hugo's
Hugo.
across the system in version 1.7 and invite them to hang out after meeting the requirements.
Also, why does the date start with getting Hugo in front of the police station? That's an awkward place to... Also, it's a romantic date next to the industry barrels on the playground with Vivian.
You're in love with Lord Phaethon? This isn't a dream, is it?
Of course not. Also, upon meeting the trusted requirements, you can even
Yuri
unlock
ending
new
unlocked.
dynamic wallpapers. Take a look.
I'm gonna use this. This looks great.
Sir, perhaps it's time for that section of the program now.
Events.
Oh, I know. Lord Phaethon once said the section that they enjoy most is...
I got you. Go! Redemption code!
Oh right, I forgot about. But I already posted on. It might already be run out at this, but I don't even know how long it actually lasts because it's kind of very fast at running out. But I already posted it like a few hours ago, so everyone should already have it if they...
I hear Miss Orchidea, the owner of the flower shop at Lumina Square, is currently looking for a talented
Flower shop
designer with
event.
impeccable taste to help look after her store. This person must be able to both satisfy customer needs and meet business quotas.
You don't mean Lord Phaethon, do you? Actually, I've always wanted a pot of flowers. When is Lord Phaethon going to be at the flower shop?
Then don't miss out on the version event, Say It with Flowers. During the event, Proxies will become the temporary manager of the flower
That's
shop,
where we get the
helping
bamboo.
customers make custom flower arrangements. A beautiful arrangement of flowers is comprised of a pot and 3 different
And this
kinds
is
of
for
flowers.
Haramasa.
Choose the correct pot and flowers to create a beautiful potted arrangement.
Arranging the flowers is just the basics. Good service requires satisfying the varying needs of different customers.
Exactly. Different customers will come to the shop during the event, including some familiar faces. Each customer will have specific
Lycon
requirements
wants
for
his
their
flowers.
arrangements, such as flower color, spacing, and style. Complete the customer's request based on their descriptions to the best of your ability to earn more. As you manage the flower shop, additional pots and flora will be unlocked.
Lord Phaethon can handle that with ease.
Then how about something more challenging? Some customers won't tell you their request directly,
they had a
instead
Genshin
giving you references for
Oh,
your
that's-
floral arrangement.
They had that in Genshin. That's a Genshin event. I remember that. That's the one with the what's it called? Where Singshu was in Inazuma, and they had like where you could look at like a flower arrangement and you could do it yourself like that. That's literally was in Genshin already, that event.
That will be a test of your observation skills. After completing a certain number of floral design commissions, the free arrangement mode will unlock, where you can make floral arrangements for yourself. Of course, you'll be compensated for your work as flower shop manager. After completing a set number of flower arranging commissions, Proxies can obtain, for a limited time only, A-rank Bamboo Overtime Boo and his Bamboo course. That's not all the limited time rewards though. Take a look at this event commemorative photo.
Though flowers may not speak, Perhaps these floral arrangements hold the words these customers wish to convey. I believe this commission will reward you, Master Proxy, with many stories behind the flowers themselves.
Though you may only get to be the manager for a while, you'll still be able to browse the flower shop with friends. After completing specific floral design commissions, you'll get access to flower shop interactions in agent quality time mode. And this mode will be a permanent feature.
Oh, right. Lord Beacon's favorite flower is... I knew it. It's this one. I'll buy a whole truckload for the video store next time.
Let's continue introducing the new events. Do
The
you two
bangle.
still remember the Grand Marcel adventure?
I remember. Robin says it
We're
had
gonna go with the PvP Mario.
Stronger opponents. Don't tell me the event is making a return.
That's right! The thrilling, intense Bamboo competition is back! Participate in this version's event, Bamboo Bash, and the all-new Ranked mode.
Perhaps we should explain the rules once more, for any proxies who haven't played Grand Marcel Adventure before.
Sure. Each match in Grand Marcel Adventure will have 12 participating Bamboo. After starting matchmaking, players will randomly enter one of two modes, race or survive. For the former, proxies need to guide their Bamboo through an obstacle course and reach the finish line as soon as possible. For the latter, you have to survive with your Bamboo to the very
I like
end
the
in an
survival thing
ever-shifting
more.
environment.
The
After
race
matches,
one,
the system will calculate
like
rewards
some
and ranking
tryhards
points based on
always
your
win in the
performance.
You mean these are ranked matches?
ranked.
That means everyone's going to be ranked against each other?
You can play that in
This
rank.
event has a ranking feature.
That actually is gonna be some tryhard PvP rank in Bamboo Mario. Literal esports.
Ranked mode is split into 5 ranks. Each match will give different ranking points based on performance and current rank. Different ranks will also have different matchmaking. After achieving Diamond Carrot rank, proxies can also check their server-wide placement. I bet these ranked matches will be super exciting and tense. After all, everyone wants to be able to cheer for their own Bamboo when it wins.
While victory is important, don't forget to enjoy yourselves.
It's gonna be so
If
tryhard
you don't
and
want a solo queue, you can invite some friends to play with you.
it's gonna be so tryhard and especially since some people are lagging like weirdly behind. So if they have like some shitty laggy, people would definitely
sure that'll be super fun.
try
too.
to.
Of course, aside from the enjoyment, here are other rewards as well. After reaching a specific rank, proxies can also claim an event-limited title. There's also limited time polychromes and other rewards to redeem. There's no time to lose. Enter your Bamboo into the Bamboo Bash.
In the new version, a unique novelist has come to New Aerodale. He'll be here to invite others to write a novel with him.
What a unique
Ancient
approach,
Japanese
but it could be
wise.
fun.
Yup. If proxies want to
Chinese
complete
wise.
a novel of their own, then come try out A Tale Through the Looking Glass. Whenever the novel reaches a
After-
new chapter,
wait.
proxies will have to make
This
their
is basically just the same thing as the other thing they had with free XP and whatnot, or some. No, not free XP. That's like the event they had when in the Miyabi version where you have to send like characters on commissions or something. Like with these, where there's commission requests, you send them out or something for a bonus, and then yeah, it's a pretty AFK
decision
event.
to push the
It's
plot
kind of mid.
forward. Even a path you've already chosen can be walked differently in fiction. In addition, agents can become book spirits that will help the protagonists resolve any challenges they face. Be careful when picking agents, proxies.
I wonder what sort of story Master Proxy will weave. I look forward to it.
I trust proxies will eventually complete their own unique story to take home with their rewards.
Aside from the written word, there are many other forms of art. In the
Ellen.
new version, a renowned director also comes to find Master Proxy,
Director
asking
Wise.
for help with filming.
Right. Proxies can participate in the version event Springtime Snapshots and help the director complete filming tasks. In the event, the director will give filming tasks to proxies.
Ellen sleep. We do videos. What sort of video are we filming?
And proxies will have to find suitable locations, and agents carefully angle their shots and capture those perfect moments with the shutter. The director will surely be blown away by your skill. There's also plenty of rewards for completing filming tasks.
I hope Lord Phaethan's lens can linger on me a moment longer.
An old friend will also be coming back in version 1.7. The chef of Breaded Belief is here with another pop-up event.
The food may be simple, but it's also delicious. The chef's culinary skills are on par with Butler's, I must say.
This new pop-up event is even bigger than the last, and therefore needs more helpers. Participate in the version event, savor the flavor, citywide delivery,
Also
and
kind
deliver
of a smaller
culinary
event.
device to all corners of the city.
I want to receive a sandwich delivered by Lord Phaethan too.
The Bingbu chef will select one lucky customer per day, and proxies will have to take their order, tell the chef what they want, and then deliver the meal. Of course, the chef will compensate you for hard work. You can obtain polychromes and other cool rewards from the event missions. In version 1.7, Shiyu Defense Critical Node and Deadly Assault will continue to rotate updates. Remember to challenge them,
Wait, hold on.
proxies. Further Assault will continue to rotate.
Wait, that was more.
In version 1.7, Shiyu Defense Critical
Oh no, never mind. It was a different thing. I was like, what the heck was going on with these most? But now that there's still a 70. That's just the regular stuff, I guess.
Critical Node and Deadly Assault will continue to rotate updates. Remember to challenge them, proxies. Furthermore, the Double Drops events will be back. Get double rewards from combat simulation and routine cleanup during the events.
That's all.
There's
the
only
events.
7.
So let's take a look at the optimizations.
There wasn't in the
version
base mode
1.7
thingy.
now.
Yep. First up is optimizations regarding drive disks. After the update, all drive disks, whether equipped or locked, can be marked for discard. Relocking a drive disk removes the discard mark. Now it'll be easier to mark and manage your drive disks.
A very useful optimization indeed.
Notorious Hunt will also be optimized in the new version. When challenging the stage after using up the weekly free chances, proxies can choose to enter no reward mode or pursue to the depths from the results page. There's no need to return to the stage selection screen now.
Is there any new?
To be honest, that's kinda... It's nice to have, but it's kind of whatever. Because using your resin on these is kinda a waste of time. Because you get a week for free. Over the long run, you get enough anyway. So it's kind of waste to use resin on it. Using resin on it is like some really desperate measure if you need a character to get like some power up for clearing some endgame mode, but other than that, it's never worth it. I'm at the point where I don't even know what to really farm for this. I'm farming random stuff because of the weekly free that I don't even know what to use on really, because I already pre-farmed for Vivian. Like the battery charge is bait.
New content?
There is! In the new version, agents will have fully voiced lines
one
when
for the
taking photos
scrapbook,
in
eh?
quality time mode. We hope this will improve
I can make a
proxies'
picture of
experience.
Lighter when you're on his...
Well, it's getting late, so before we end this program, I have some more good news.
Oh, go on.
On April 11th, at 10 a.m. Pacific time, Zenless Zone Zero and Xbox's official channels will host a special live stream press conference.
That sounds like there's going to be big news.
We'll leave it at that.
Imagine having an Xbox.
So, finally, thank
Wait,
you
I
all
should
for
watch,
watching the
after.
Zenless Zone Zero version 1.7 special program. The all-new version,
I almost
Bury Your
forgot.
Tears with the Past, will be here on April 23rd. Remember to check it out.
I look forward to seeing you again, Master Proxy.
Please wait for me, Lord Phaethan.
Everyone, please keep the applause coming.
Hugo.
Before the curtain call, there is one more show waiting to unfold. So, allow me to reintroduce myself.
Let me move a bit
I'm
up,
the
I'm
name
blocking.
people whisper about. The one who robs the rich and gives to the poor. I'm the master con artist who can fool anyone, anytime. I am the leader of Mockingbird. The one who turns every headline into my own stage. I am Hugo Vlad. As for you, my dear friends, please be patient. Mockingbird will perform the Song of Reunion.
This is it. No other space. I see. I guess I was expecting when I heard there was something at the end that it would be already next version, right? But it was a little Hugo segment at the end. Kind of too bad Hugo's dead. He's not in the story. But we've gotten enough. But the version is gonna be intense of sorts. I'm hyped for the story. I think the flower shop event, I don't know about that. The bamboo thing, I don't know how. Events are, I guess, alright. I don't know what they could. But I think the story is gonna be the main driving point of. And Vivian. Vivian is. So let's go back to. Definitely kinda having a rather positive opinion because I'm very heavily invested in like the whole thing with Lycon and Blood. I think that's like one of their best stories in the game, and has been set up since like literally the first version. It's probably the most longest, and I'm way more hyped for it than actually the season 1 finale, which felt semi-rushed of sorts. And I guess there's a few sort of things with the TV mode being cut or something where stuff didn't quite fit it. But I think that's like the best story they've told so far in this game with Lycon and Blood. And I'm definitely curious how they conclude that, and then I guess lead over to point with the chicken girl already showing up and whatnot. So either way, thanks for watching, and have a nice day.